Welcome to the midnight tide, where shadows whisper, darkness hides. We're diving deep into the unknown, on a journey you're not alone. From haunted halls to specters lost, we'll guide you through the eerie frost, with tales that chill and spirits roam. A freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Welcome to the midnight tide, where shadows whisper, darkness hides. We're diving deep into the unknown, on a journey you're not alone. From haunted halls to specters lost, we'll guide you through the eerie frost, with tales that chill and spirits roam. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show.
The engine is starting up.
For launch. GC, go. Guidance, go. Fido, go. Prop, go. GNC, go. Max, go. Eagle, go. Ecom,
go. Pending final steps to cabin link check.
3, 2, 1.
Is there anyone here that would like to communicate with us? Can you give us a sign?
Welcome to the Rift Nation Network, the RNN, putting a slide in your glide and a dip in your hip. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe. With shows throughout the week, you can find us at Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and more. Everything you could want, everything you can need right here, right now. From the paranormal to the supernatural. From comedy to the spiritual. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
It's showtime, folks!
Podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Oh Lord!
Again, we're getting
startling
up close and personal with you guys. Yeah, to on the Freakin Awesome Paranormal Show. Welcome. What's all you freaks out there? This is Ryan.
and this is Rhonda.
Rhonda's about ready for a vacation. I think.
I am.
About ready. She took time out of her busy packing schedule.
That's right.
To join us on the Freakin Awesome Paranormal Show.
That's right.
We just happen to have her best friend on the line with us tonight, so
Yes.
that could be a reason why she joined us tonight.
I would have joined anyway.
Well, I know, but this makes it extra special.
Yes.
We are excited to talk to Kimberly Sage tonight, but we'll get to her. We'll get to her in a few minutes. But first we got to go through some things.
We have to go
take care of some business.
The business,
as they say. Now, if there was ever a sexual flavor of popsicle, it would be cherry.
Right.
Am I wrong?
Right.
It is National
correct.
Cherry Popsicle Day.
Cherry Popsicle
It
Day.
is National Cherry Popsicle Day. So do with it what you will.
Right.
I'm sure
Celebrate
people
as you choose.
Yes, yeah, we are open to all forms of celebration here on the Freakin Awesome Paranormal Show. We do not discriminate.
Nope.
When it comes to celebrating Uh,
Whatever
but
holiday it may
yes,
be.
there is no. I mean, as far as I know, there's no grape flavored popsicle
I mean,
day.
and cherry would be my second favorite. So there we go.
What's your first favorite?
Grape.
Yeah, me too. I like grape. I like the green. I
Yeah,
like
the
the
green's
lime.
good too. A lot of people aren't a fan of the green, but I like the green.
You know what sucks is when you get green, you think you're gonna get lime, but you get sour apple
Oh God, I agree.
instead.
I
That's
agree.
yeah. That's not a surprise I like. I'm not a big fan of sour apple. Oh,
No.
see, Lisa Marie is not going to be celebrating
Cherry is gross.
Cherry
Raspberry,
Popsicle
strawberry.
Day.
Okay.
That's okay.
That's
I
okay.
mean, we all have our things, you know. We maybe when raspberry or I never had a strawberry flavor popsicles before, but that's good though.
I have, but like it's the real fruit ones. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah. The kind
Yeah,
that's got
yeah.
like chunks of fruits in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean those are good. You remember the push pop things that you kind of came in like in a plastic bag?
The orange
You push them
ones?
up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
the push-ups.
I mean it's more like a otter pop or a freeze thing where you push it up and you drink the juice out of the bag and stuff.
Yeah. Oh gosh, yes, those are the best.
Those are good.
The icy pops.
We were having an in-depth discussion on
Popsicles.
popsicles, but again, it is National Cherry Popsicle Day. So if you enjoy pop and cherry popsicles, any way you want to enjoy them,
Today's your day.
today is your day. It is
And
also
you've got 3 more hours too.
yes. So use your imagination.
Depending on where you are, because we know we have some people across the pond. We hope you celebrated your cherry popsicle day. But if you are here, you've got a few
Yeah,
more
you're watching
hours.
this. And
Got
you
a few
can
more
celebrate
hours.
while you're watching it, while you're watching us.
Yeah.
If you want to, if that's your thing, then we're not gonna shame you. Go ahead.
We list we don't judge. We don't judge.
We're here. We're here for your entertainment.
That's right.
Now this next holiday, I actually did celebrate today. I'm sure everyone celebrated this holiday today. At one point, one form or another,
What is it?
they celebrated National Toilet Paper Day.
I was getting ready to say, is it National Go to the Bathroom Day or something?
It is. I mean, it kind of goes together, but it is National Toilet Paper Day. Oh, see,
I had toilet paper delivered
Cody's
today.
got the right idea.
I had toilet paper delivered today.
Nice. So you're celebrating
I did.
the goodness of the toilet paper.
That's right.
And this last holiday got me excited. I'm not gonna lie. It is National Web Mistress Day.
Web
And
Mistress.
Web Mistress Day. Of course, my mind being in the gutter, I'm like, holy shit, they have a holiday for this, but it wasn't what I had in mind. It was
So it's not what we're thinking.
no, there was no leather or handcuffs or cattails or anything like that. No spiked heels. It's basically being a webmaster. This is that kind of boring. Kind of, yeah. I was upset about that.
It's not being the sneaky link or the
No, there are no
Gotcha.
weird latex or anything like that. I mean,
Gotcha.
that would have been fun, more fun than what it actually is. And I saw it was National Spark the World Day.
Oh, that's cool.
Spark the world. Yes, emotive him. Spark the world.
Spark the world.
Yeah, and I thought it said National Spank the World Day. Again,
Ryan, where are you at tonight?
Dude,
Where are you at mentally
yeah.
tonight? 'Cause I'm leading down a path of where you're at tonight.
Look at these holidays and tell me that it's not leading me down that path.
Yeah, I mean,
it's the road signs are there.
you're just following the directions.
Misread the sign. Starting off with cherry popsicle day.
Yep.
If it was orange popsicle day, I'd be like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, it wouldn't fit.
Cherry popsicle day. Hell to the yeah. Thank you very much. And I think we should make up National Spank the World Day. That should be a holiday. We should.
It probably is at some point in time, depending on what calendar you look at. I bet there is Spank the World or Spanking Day or something.
There's National Orgasm Day.
We'll see. I bet spanking's in there somewhere.
Yeah.
It's got to
We
be.
should make 69 Day on June 9th. That's the new holiday, 69 Day. Mark it on your calendars.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yes, we want to bring people together here on the Freakin Awesome Paranormal Show. What better way to bring people together to make up random sexual holidays?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, exactly. You see, I was doing numerology lookup last night. Apparently, it can be dirty. It can be dirty.
Mind numbers too.
Yeah, I mean, my mind numbers are like muddy. They're so dirty right now. Holy crap! What are you drinking? Shoot, same thing I always drink. Melatonin tea. I'm hardcore.
He's hoping it's not coffee tea.
No, I did make sure that's not going to happen to me. I mean, I wish I could blame this on alcohol, but it's just melatonin tea.
Who
That's
he
how
is,
I am.
folks. It's who he is.
Yes. So now we got to learn the education part of it. But first, I'm going to get RJ out of here. So you give me the.
Okay.
Why don't you do the card reading first, and then I'm going to get
Okay.
him to go back into his room.
Okay, that works.
Okay. All right.
That works. All right, guys. Let me give these things a shuffle one more time. I can't guarantee that the cards will go down the path that Ryan has us on for the week. We shall see. We're using the Phoenix Oracle deck again. All right, let's see what we get. Ooh, well. We get personality. And look at that lady in the lovely red dress. Personality. And when I look at this card, because it's so vividly blue and red, it makes me feel like the easiest way to be your true personal self is to stand in your own power, and be grounded as much as you possibly can and speak your truth. The more you speak your truth, the more you speak it to the world, the more you are sure of what you want and how you want it, and you're willing to tell anybody who will listen. That is your true personality. That is who you are, and it will shine even brighter the more you do so. That is the card for the evening. But interesting, she's in a red dress. And it goes with Ryan's theme.
There you go. The universe is taking us on that path, man. It is.
It's the web mistress.
Head, man. Yeah, but I'll bet that girl in the red dress like cherry popsicles too.
I bet she does. I bet she does.
Just saying. Yeah, it's yeah. We know we're on the same wavelength here. So yeah, that was but you said about the personality, man. It's just you really got to believe in yourself.
You really do. And I think your true personality comes out more that you're comfortable with speaking your truth. I think we all have a personality, but sometimes we hide behind what we think people want us to be. And when you can ground yourself in that truth to the point that you will just speak it loud, I think then your true self shines and people start seeing you even more brightly than you were. So I think that's
yeah, I think every time we do these readings, I think people get something out of it, and it helps people, especially people doubting, if they doubt themselves or doubt the path that they're on.
And I think go ahead.
It's what they need to hear.
When I do readings for people, a lot of things that come up, be it a mediumship or a psychic reading, or be it Reiki, a lot of people, their off balance chakra, if you will, or what comes through from them is that they're not grounded, or they need to ground more. And being grounded is about feeling safe and secure in your surroundings and in yourself. But I do find like the more you speak your own truth, that oneness with self, the more you speak your truth, the more grounded you are and the more safe you feel. and the more you will speak it without giving a crap what anybody else says.
Speaking of like speaking your truth and coming out here and talking about sexual popsicles and stuff like that.
We are getting to know all about you, Ryan.
Well, I mean, it's fun to be able to just talk about random stuff.
Yeah,
and and not
too serious.
to worry about it.
Life is too serious all the time.
Exactly. Teresa is saying, Ryan, you got some big hand gestures. You know what they say about guys with big hand gestures? I don't know what they say about guys with big hand gestures, but you need to drink more water.
Something good.
Yes, it is great. More water will help you ground more. Yeah, true. Yeah. True. Like right now, I'm drinking my tea. Trying to calm my ass down, but it's not really working.
Yeah. Well, Ryan had something he had to do before this show. Yes. So
I had an interview
full force since about 7:30.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Usually I am not that I'm super calm when we do the show anyways, but usually I am able just to relax and calm down for a little bit before the show. But I had an interview at 7:30, so I got about a half hour to just vent, calm down before this actual show started. So yeah, I'm a little hyped up right now, but it'll
the crash will come.
It'll simmer down. But we do need to educate the people, because again, we are here for the people. We're here for everyone to learn new words and enhance their education.
Expand your vocabulary.
Yes, exactly. We're here to help you guys expand your mind here. And so we decided to learn different words for our different body parts. So one body part in particular, one on the male side and one on the female side. No, you can the word, obviously it's penis. We want to learn about the male anatomy and the different words people have used for that particular part. So the slang word for penis, I think it came from like the 1800s. This time, or slang term, it came. Let's see what the date was that it came from. This came from 1890, and it is a master of ceremonies. Master of ceremony. Yes. Ryan, it's our sexual word.
There you go. There is some personality and confidence.
Yeah, Cody, it's Rhonda's and I's sexual word of the day. Don't just put it on me. It's her too. I'm not the only host of this show. Thank you very much. If you want it, actually, it's really Courtney from Hill City.
It's actually Courtney from Hill City sent us a list, and so we should cover this list on said show. It started with the first part of this, but then we didn't want the women to feel left out.
Yeah, we're all inclusive. I noticed they're not covering this stuff on their show.
Right.
They give it to us to cover, which is fine because our show's at 9 o'clock. This is when the kids are in bed. This is the after party. We're after on the other
party
side with Hill City Paranormal. And if you go check them out, they're on 8 o'clock right before our show. So you can go watch them and then hop on over to our show and get 2 hours of awesome paranormal experiences. And the second term for the vagina, which it's like kind of, I don't really understand it, but maybe you can shed some light on it.
Oh, great.
It's axe wound. Axe wound.
Well, I guess it's kind of self-explanatory if you think about it.
I mean,
I don't want to have to draw pictures or anything.
Well, I mean, it's very very. It sounds like something like Shakespeare would use to describe it. Like very okay, that's one way to say it.
Wrong. We got master of ceremonies and axe wound. What the heck?
I got some really good ones too.
What the heck?
Yes.
It's just wrong. But
I mean, you could spice up your sex life, spice up your by eating cherry popsicles and talking about axe wounds and stuff.
Yes.
we are here to help.
We are here to help.
We are here to help. Let's get to the freaking awesome playlist. Now, I did give you a homework assignment. I don't know if you got
I
my
got
message.
the homework done.
Okay. All right. Howie's song is Night Ranger, Rumors in the Air.
Okay.
And my song is Bruce Springsteen, Glory Days.
Ooh, go on. And I have System of a Down, Aerials.
Nice.
And then Kim gave me, our guest, Abel Hart, Magnet.
Awesome. Abel Hart, Magnet. Guys, tonight we have an amazing guest. She is a medium. She is part of Fredericksburg Paranormal Researchers and Investigations, FPRI for short. Let's bring her on, Miss Kimberly Sage. Welcome to the show.
Hey, I don't even know how to follow up the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, we I don't know what to say. It's like we try to do our best to keep the people entertained.
Some differentiation.
Yes. We're
not all paranormal and spiritual here.
Yes. Yeah, we are.
Right. We are education on as well.
we cover all facets here on the Freakin Awesome Paranormal Show.
I just fell down and hit my head.
Hit your head?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, RJ hit his head, but I think he's okay. So, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I am packing my stuff too, just like Rhonda. So in the morning, I am ready to get some beach therapy.
Yes.
That's so exciting. That's awesome.
Yeah, the whole summer, I feel like the whole summer I've been inside healing pretty much. So I'm trying to get in that last little bit of summer before it ends.
How are you feeling?
I'm doing good. I have good days and bad days, but trying to also I'm navigating health issues where I'm trying to learn my limits and trying to learn my triggers, and but for the most part I'm doing good.
Did you have a good summer? I mean, considering everything that's going on?
Not really. The past month has been good. But the beginning of the summer now. But I had a cervical fusion, so I was pretty housebound for the first 2 months or so.
Well, I'm glad you're getting better, and at least the last month you were able to, enjoy it a little bit more than the first part of it, and being able to go down to North Carolina and just relax at the beach. You said get some beach therapy in. Always helpful when it comes to, and it might be even nicer because it's the end of August, early September. It would be kind of cooler and more enjoyable to walk around on the beach than would it be if it's like middle of July and it's 100 degrees outside.
Yeah. Well, they just had that hurricane Erin come through. So the temperatures, I think the high is not going to get over 80 while we're down there. So it'll be nice.
That sounds perfect. That sounds like an amazing time, and that's really awesome. So I kind of want to go back because we've had you on the show before, but it's been a while, and it was on a different network, and I wanted people to really get to know who you are. How did you realize that you had the gift or you had abilities?
I remember, so I pretty much grew up with it, but I grew up with it it was like to myself. I remember being around 5, waking up and seeing like a lady standing next to my bed staring at me, and I would hide under my covers until I felt like I could make the big escape to my parents' room and crawl in bed with them. And so that went on throughout my whole childhood, seeing spirit. But then it got to the point where I would just kind of hide from them, or I would sleep with the TV on so I didn't hear them talk, so I didn't feel like I was alone. And it wasn't until actually I kind of shut it down when I was around 20 because it scared me so bad. But back then in the 90s, we didn't have really internet. We didn't have like all the things that we have now at our disposal. So unless you knew somebody or you knew where to go to talk to, you didn't have anybody to talk to about it. So I really kind of shut it all down because it scared me and I didn't know how to control it.
Yeah, and I think when growing up, if I had to deal with that stuff and not having someone to talk to about it, it would be hard to deal with.
Yeah. And it wasn't until, well, even now with the paranormal community, I'm able to find those that I can talk about things that I've never seen as a kid. You know, the really weird things that other people have seen. I'm like, oh my gosh, you've seen that too. So the paranormal has definitely given me that outlet to meet like-minded people that experience things more than just a ghost.
Right.
When did you start getting the confidence to learn about and open yourself up more to what you are experiencing?
Probably about 10 years ago, I went to a medium and kind of was at a rock bottom part of my life. And during that reading, my grandmother on spirit told the medium, well, she can do this too. So my grandmother told on me. And at the time, the medium was doing classes. So she was teaching how to, quote unquote, turn on and off or how to control our abilities. So learning that actually helped me. I don't walk around on all the time. I have certain things that I do when I work and when I don't work. So it's given me the more confidence to be in control.
Mm-hmm. I guess it's good once you learn that there are other people out there that are going through the same things that you are, and you're not alone. It definitely gives you confidence, and So I'm going to go let Rhonda kind of take over and talk about how you guys met and how you guys formed the bond you guys have.
Well, we met in spiritual classes from same set teacher. And it pretty much, I think it pretty much started the first night we were paired up. I think the first class you ever came to. And then it just grew from there. We realized we actually had a lot more in common just than kind of being on the same spiritual path. We've had a lot of life experiences and things that were similar. And then, I think Kim was truly my first where I could really felt like I could call somebody and say, this sounds crazy, but
yeah.
Like there's crazy stuff.
Yeah. Even in meditations or shamanic journeys that we go on, like there's stuff that you just wouldn't tell the average person that you experience.
Yeah.
But having someone else that you can say, oh my God, I saw this, or oh my God, you saw that too. It makes you feel normal.
It does.
Yeah.
It really does. And it helps you too. It helps you. I think when you're in a spiritual journey, and Kevin, I don't know that we've ever really talked about this, but I think it's good when you have friends that are in the spirit, but you have other shared likes and interests, because then they know you as a more rounded person than just somebody that you're going to see as a medium, or you're just talking about your spiritual path with, or the paranormal. When they know you as a more well-rounded person and like the everything you like and the other things you like to do in your spare time and things like that, I feel like Kim gives me a very good sounding board on where to bounce ideas of like future, where I want to go in the future, or what I want to do, or if something's just not making sense to me. I think it opens you up to other avenues as well.
Yeah, I would agree. Just having a community, like just from teaching workshops and stuff, I've built this beautiful community of women and men, and just being able to talk about life. Everything's not all about spiritual and all of that, but just be able to talk about life and do things like we'll go as groups too. We did the sound healing. So we'll do things as groups too, but just having that community and being able to step out of your comfort zone and not feel like you're being judged makes a world of difference.
Yeah.
So
and unfortunately, not everybody gets that. That's what's sad.
Yeah. Well, even with I love going to Paracons because I love holding space and listening to somebody's story or listening to, and 9 times out of 10, I'll walk away and they'll say, thank you for listening, because I've never told anybody that, or I've never felt like I could tell somebody that. So just, holding space for 10 minutes makes a world of difference, and people don't realize that just from listening. Okay,
Yes,
we do need another sound bath.
So how'd you go from not being able, or not really not being able to, but not being used to your abilities, or not or showing off your abilities, to teaching classes? How did you gain the confidence in yourself to go about start teaching classes? Because I think a lot of people they have these abilities, but they don't believe in themselves. They doubt themselves. How do you get to that from where you were to where you are now?
Yeah, well, so this is my experience. My spirit team is always, we're just going to shove you out of your comfort zone and you're just going to do it. And that's literally every single opportunity I get, every single thing that I've done. 10 years ago, I would have never told you I'd be here talking on a podcast. I would have never done gallery readings, teaching any of that, because I'm actually pretty shy and I don't like being in the center of attention. But I'll tell you what I found when I do teach and when I do these things, I see other people heal and I see them grow and I see them be able to heal themselves. And that makes it all worth me being uncomfortable for that first couple of minutes while we get started. So it's, for me, it's like once you got started, and I literally just share everything I've learned along the way. I'm an open book when it comes to this. I don't feel like there's any gatekeeping or any secrets to what we do. I actually feel we all have abilities. I feel that. It's just kind of honing in and connecting and building yours. But yeah, just teaching and all just makes me feel, I don't know, I'm very grateful to be able to share and to watch people that come under me grow, and they start doing readings, or they start listening to their intuition and all of those good things. It's beautiful.
How would you describe what happens when you see something at, let's say, Belgrove? You see someone, or you have an experience. How would you describe that feeling to somebody else?
So what do you mean? Like, if I'm doing readings?
Yeah. How do you see it in your mind's eye? You see it. Do you see someone standing at the door? Do you feel emotions? How
Oh goodness.
How was the process?
So so we work off our clairs, and those are like the extra abilities to our regular senses. So I tell people when I explain how I work and do one-on-one readings, it's like playing charades. I never really know how spirit's going to show up until we start communicating. So for me, I'm predominantly claircognizance, which means I just know. And that's the hardest one for me, and it's the hardest one to trust, because you literally get this direct download of, you don't know where it came from, you don't know what it means, but all of a sudden you have all this info and you just have to like get it out. And that's when I start talking really fast. So a lot of times though, when I first begin, I do feel, so I feel feminine or masculine energy. And then I have a certain side for them to come up if they're male, and come up if they're female, or if they're with the mom side or the dad side. I usually feel illnesses, or sometimes how they passed. I'll feel that. Yeah, it's a lot of feeling. I feel the personalities. I see pictures too. Clairvoyance, sometimes my peripheral, they'll show me a picture. And a lot of times what they do is they use my symbolism or my experiences in life to facilitate what they're trying to say. So like if if I have someone's loved one that traveled a lot for work, I'll see my Uncle John in my head because he was a truck driver, and I'll see him with his trucking hat on. But then I'll know that that loved one traveled a lot, or sometimes literally they were a truck driver.
So when you have this stuff happening, does it wear you out? I mean,
Oh yeah. Yeah, people don't realize, I swear, people think we're like a machine and we can just like turn on and off and we can just keep going. For me, it's exhausting. On my own, when I do readings in my business, I don't schedule more than 2 in a day. When I'm at Belgrove, I do 5 each day. So that's 10 the whole weekend. And by the time I leave there, I drive home in silence. Like I'm just sitting there, just decompressing and just trying to take it all in. But it's exhausting. A lot of times when I'm done, Spirit will like drop my sugar. So I'll have to drink a Coke or something afterwards to kind of spike my sugar back up. Because you think about it, they use your endocrine system, like they're using everything. If they're blending their energy with mine, it's, they're joining with my energy too. So it's almost like I'm using twice as much.
Mason wants to know. No, we're not doing that right now, Mason. We're just, if you have questions to ask him, you can ask in the chat, and we will be happy to answer them if we can.
I saw Kaysen had one. Can real mediums sense the vibe of anyone by just seeing someone's name in the chat?
Honestly, if I wanted to, I probably could, but I don't. I tell people I don't walk around on. I don't, because I just don't, because I set those boundaries with Spirit. For me, Spirit has you keep the same personalities when you cross over. That's a lot of times how I'm able to, validate someone. But if you think about it, if somebody was really annoying when they were alive, they can be really annoying when they're deceased. So I like to live my life when I'm actually just living life, and when I'm working as a medium, I'm working. So I have to put those boundaries then in there. It's almost like if you work from home and you don't shut the door to your office when you're done, you always have work on your mind. So I personally set those boundaries.
I guess you kind of have to. Where you said you don't want to be on all the time.
It is, and you'll get people. You'll have people, and I don't go around and advertise that I'm a medium, only if it happens to come up for some reason when I'm talking to someone. But you'll be surprised, when someone finds you're a medium, they'll instantly be like, well, who's next to me? Or do you have something for me? And that's another thing you'll never see me do. I will never go up to somebody random in a store and just deliver a message, because for me, I don't know what kind of place that person is in. So I feel like there's ethics and morals to mediumship too. And I feel like there has to be boundaries there as well.
So Paranormal Spirit Investigations asked, did you feel crazy when this first started?
Oh my gosh, yes. I still feel crazy sometimes.
They said, did you feel like something was wrong with you personally? Like just feel sick in the very beginning?
Well, the only time I felt physically sick is when you have those ascension flus, or you've like Rhonda, when we've had those weekend workshops, and then that Monday it's my joints are hurting and my body's hurting, because it's literally an energetic hangover, just like we get during paranormal investigations.
Yes.
You can get an energy hangover just from working with Spirit so much, and building those skills. But yeah, absolutely, I felt crazy.
Sometimes I still do.
Yeah, and and mental health is a very important thing. And I'll tell you a quick story, because I literally was I don't know how this is going to go. But my youngest is on the autism spectrum, and we were seeing a psychiatrist. And my son can see Spirit. All my kids have different abilities, and my youngest can see Spirit fine. And we were seeing the psychiatrist, and she asked, do you see things that nobody else sees? And I'm sitting there oh my gosh, how is he going to answer this? I have no idea how this is going to go. I'm thinking she's going to call CPS on me. But he ended up saying no. But for a while there, I was kind of worried about that. But yeah, so yeah, seeing spirit and picking up on things, it definitely makes you. I feel like that's why having this community is so important, because I don't feel crazy because I can talk it out with everybody else.
Payson said
Now,
maybe I could do it in the future. Suffering tramples the ego and opens the heart. What I'm going to say to that, Payson, is out that a lot of us started our spiritual journey and opening our gifts when we kind of had a rock bottom sort of moment.
Oh yes, yeah. I was at rock bottom when I went to the medium, and actually during that time I was leaving I'll just say it. I was leaving an alcoholic narcissistic relationship, which is one of the worst for an empath to be in. But during that time, I started noticing things were moving in my house, and I didn't quite understand that it was my grandparents moving things to let me know that I wasn't alone. But a lot of us are healers, and a lot of us are in this because we have hit rock bottom, or we've been through a lot of things, but it helps us relate to those that come before us to help them. So it's almost like when you are able to heal yourself, you can use what you've learned along the way to help somebody else.
I wonder how many people can experience the same thing that you went through spiritually, but didn't realize that's what they were going through, and didn't know the right path to take, and could still be dealing with it. What advice would you give someone right now who's dealing with kind of the same thing you were?
Oh gosh, for me, so we all have this natural intuition, right? We all have the gut feeling. We all have those little nudges. I feel like if you are going on tough times or things are kind of going left, like really hone in on that feeling, because I'm hard-headed. Throughout my whole life, I was always ignore that. I would always ignore those nudges. I would always ignore those little like snippets of guidance that I would hear. But grounding yourself and starting to listen to that and listening to the pull that you're getting, that for me helped everything. It helped me get on this path. So just kind of listening to those nudges that I had to get help, or to, hey, this is not working, I need to leave. Those kind of things I feel really helped me get on the right track.
Teresa says, our Canadian connection. I think they affected me when trying to get my attention, and I tell them to back off, and the head pain goes away, but I'm just trying to figure it all out.
So I would highly, and Rhonda, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but if you truly want to get into this kind of field, or just even connecting with your own self, I feel meditation is like the number one thing.
I agree.
You're able to kind of quiet your mind, but not only that, you're able to quiet your mind, you're able to like really hear the nudges, but you can meditate and you go see your spirit team. You ask them questions and you can get guidance that way. You can even see your loved ones on spirit through meditation. It is tough to mend a broken heart. But let me tell you, when you go through certain things and you start realizing your own self-worth, and you start realizing that you love yourself more than somebody treating you not the right way, to me, that's much more powerful, is self-love. And when you get through that, then maybe you can find someone that you're meant for. But definitely that self-love and self-empowerment from getting out of not healthy relationships, to me, is worth so much more.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are lacking that self-confidence, and
theme tonight.
Yeah, again, there we go. Yeah, see, we all have one big, just like last week. It was what anxiety was the theme.
Anxiety was the theme.
Well, yeah, and the self-confidence is something I still struggle with at times. And I just learned something at the Gettysburg Bash. I learned, like, Okay, so we use our chakras, our energy centers. So whenever I feel like I want to boost my self-confidence, I'll take a breath in and then I'll see yellow energy coming out of my solar plexus. So your solar plexus is your self-worth, your self-confidence, your intuition and all that. So when you like push energy out of that, you are kind of like amping yourself up. And it actually works. I did it before I did a presentation, and it was the first time I'd done a presentation, and I wasn't nervous at all. It was just, everything was just rolling.
Nice.
So that's a little tip that I learned that really helps. So maybe it'll help somebody else.
Let's see here. I think Cody asked a question.
Yeah, Cody said, do you ever get scared by what you see or hear from a spirit?
In the paranormal, yes. In the paranormal, yeah. Normally, like private readings with my loved ones, no. They're all, they're not scary at all. But in the paranormal side, yes. I have seen things that I don't quite understand. And I have seen things that I've just kind of kept and stayed in my lane because I don't know what it was. So I wasn't going to engage with it. But it does. It kind of makes you a little freaked out, knowing that there's things in this earth that's not just spirit. There's like so many different things.
What do you say to people who want to believe but have been put have been living inside this box for so long that they have a hard time getting past getting out of their own way, I guess, when it comes to believing in investigating or believing in themselves? What advice would you give to them?
In my experience, even when I have skeptics come, I feel like you have to have that personal experience. You have to have that like aha moment and what you need at that time to make you believe. Does that make sense? It's almost like you have to have some kind of experience, whether you go to a medium. And so like I do evidence-based mediumship. So if you go to an evidential medium, they'll give you evidence from your loved ones, and that's how we validate who we're talking to. So whether it's like that or you have some kind of experience and it's validated later, I always feel like somebody has to have that kind of experience, but also they have to, and it all depends on like what their upbringing was, like if they were a religious upbringing or all of that. You have to kind of like peel away the layers of the stuff that's you've been told to you to kind of open up and be open to experiencing. So have an open mind. Have an open mind is like number one.
It's got to be the first step, because if you're going to poo-poo everything anyone says, it's kind of pointless.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, sometimes I've had one or two people that have come to me for a reading and they have been so negative or so where I'm like, why are you here? Like at the end of the day, I'm here to help you. I'm not here to prove anything. I'm just here to be the voice for your loved ones. And a lot of times it's because they don't want to hear from the person that I'm bringing through. But most of the time, the people that come through the first are the people that you need to heal from and you need to hear from.
See, Keith, when I was 14, I went out of body. Okay. Went into the future and helped save my cousin's life. And 3 months later, he almost died. But didn't. Well,
that's interesting.
Was that like, Keith, was that like astral projection? Like when you went out? I've done astral projection before, and that still freaks me out. I don't know how I do it. I just spontaneously do it.
Well, I've always wanted to do that. That sounds like a lot of fun. If you know what you're doing.
If you're comfortable with it.
Yeah.
But I always come to when I've seen my body underneath me, like sleeping. When I've had surgery and I saw myself on the surgery table while they were doing surgery. And I saw my cord one night, but it's that once you get past that like floaty feeling, I think that's what scares me the most is I have this like really floaty feeling. Then it can be kind of fun. You kind of like think of somebody and then you go visit them.
Teresa said, even when you already believe, you still need validation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
I
funny.
absolutely agree.
Kim and I, one of our first mentors, she did not believe in validation at all whatsoever. You were supposed to spill it, but I found like I became the confidence and trusted what I was getting more once I got some validation, you know.
Yeah,
So
and I don't ask for it, but I'll get messages sent to me about, things that have come about after the readings that I'm like, oh my God, that was really nice to hear. But even in the paranormal, right? So if you do intuitive investigating or go into mediumship in investigating, I love tools. I like the tools to validate what I'm saying, or like 2 or 3 tools. So it helps me. Yeah, when you're opening up intuitively paranormal, having that validation, even with EVPs, even with the recorder.
That's also, yeah, definitely helps to have a second opinion when it comes to stuff like that. You know, when like say you get something at Belgrove and John gets an EVP that validates what you're saying and stuff like that. So what kind of classes do you offer people?
So I actually have a Patreon. So that's an online platform where every Monday I do guided meditations, and then once a month we do Sage Circle. It's a spiritual meetup through Zoom where we all practice. And then I have blogs in there and some workshops in there as well. But then in person, I think in 2 weeks, the first weekend in September, I'll be at Belgrove for 2 days, and that's all in person. But I keep it small because I have found that people are more able to get out of their comfort zone when it's a smaller amount. But that one's really the basics. So we learn meditation, we learn our clairs, how to use them and how to build them intuitively. We'll do like readings, and then we'll go into mediumship too. So I pretty much teach everything that I know. And I'm always going to be a student, so I'll always be learning and then sharing that.
Wait, how big are the classes usually?
Like 10, about 10 and under.
So able to give personal attention to the people.
Yeah. And everybody's at Belgrove. The reason I like it that small too, because everybody can sit at that huge table in the dining room. So we're all in a circle, and I've just found it beautiful. People are more able to open up and talk about their experiences, or just like be open-minded and get out of their comfort zone. Yeah. And it's beautiful too, because I always see like walking away from these weekends that everyone's made friends or made like a new friend for life.
That's the cool thing about the paranormal. And it's not always the case, but from what I've seen, for the most part, people do really want to support each other and learn from each other. And I think it's a really cool experience. Rhonda, I'll let you talk for a little bit. Any questions you want to, get to the bottom of here?
Well, let's see. Keith elaborated. He said, I was taking a nap and went out to my grandmother's house, and my cousin was bloody and my ancestors were around. We poured energy into him. It was work. Then I came home. 3 months later, he was thrown from his horse, was in a coma, but came out and survived.
Oh, wow.
Nice. Let's see. Kaysen said, someone said that astral projection is a freak show and you're the star of it. I think that came from that movie Behind Her Eyes on Netflix. And if you know, you know.
Yeah, that movie scares me. I've never experienced that, though. I don't want to experience that.
No. And then, Teresa, have you ever had a spirit that just hung on to you and affected you emotionally?
Yes. So that was a big lesson for me when I first started learning all of this. So obviously, when you become more open, you'll probably attract more spirits. But I started noticing, and normally I would notice it right before I would do a reading for someone. A lot of times their loved ones would come in and hang out with me before I do the reading. But one day I was feeling depressed, and I had thoughts that weren't mine. And so like suicidal thoughts. So I was having thoughts that were were not mine, but I didn't know that at the moment. And it took me, all of a sudden I kind of like snapped out of it. And I was like, wait a minute, this is not me. This is not how I normally think. This is not normally how I normally don't ever talk about that. So then it made me realize that I was picking up on my client's loved one before we met. So their loved one was with me, and because their energy was close to me, I was blending with them. And so, yes, absolutely, I feel like you can pick up on spirits' personality, or like if they were depressed or if they were happy, or all of that too. Also, if you're an empath, you can pick up on the energy in the room that's been left in the room too. But in saying that, intentions are everything. So whenever I do catch myself and notice it, I will set the intentions to please step back, or like, this is not my stuff. I need you to step back and kind of clear myself.
Yeah. Yeah. He said, I've only done it twice, but don't want to go out unless it just happened. So you don't ever go to sleep and try to intentionally travel and heal. But definitely sounds like you've got some healing abilities, and it sounds like you come from ancestors that did as well, without a shadow of a doubt.
That energy work, that is a lot of work. It's
It
very
is.
tired. It'll wear you out too.
Kaysen, the movie was called Behind Her Eyes. Don't use it as a good representation of astral projection, but it's just one of the few movies that I've seen it actually broached as a subject that's broached. But yeah, I would say it's astral projection to the extreme.
We had someone earlier talk about sound baths. Talk about that. What are sound baths?
Ooh.
So sound baths, I got my crystal bowls back there. So sound baths, it's all about music and frequencies and vibrations. So when a sound bath, usually the practitioner will have like bowls, and so these crystal bowls all correlate with different energy centers, chakras. But he also had like a drum, and he had some like
bells,
bells and chime things, and things that felt like it was right on top of you, but it wasn't. So you lay. We were in this room, and we all lay down, or you could stay sitting up. And for like 45 minutes to an hour, he played these different instruments. And I would correlate it with almost like having a Reiki treatment, like having some kind of energy clearing treatment, because the different sounds and frequencies correlate with different chakras, and so it clears out any gunk or any stuff that you don't need to hold on to. But yeah, you leave there feeling. Everyone has like a different experience. I know our friend Candy, like she had her first astral projection experience during it, and she apparently was hanging out in the ceiling looking at us. But I was kind of like felt like I was floating in space. But it's a energy healing technique. Mm-hmm. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's like nothing I've ever experienced. It honestly feels like the music is coming in and out, and it literally it feels like it's like it's moving around the room physically. It's wild.
It is wild. Like it was the first time I did it, it was before we all went, and I can't remember what instrument he was using, but it sounded like he was right atop my head, and I kind of peeked my eye, and he's all the way across the room. So I don't know how it must like bounce off the walls or something. I don't know. But I actually experienced another technique too when I was doing yoga. We did breathing. We had this instructor come in and do breathing techniques. So for like 45 minutes, we did this intense breathing, and that too was like that vibrational clearing and all, just from using our breath.
All it is, I felt amazing when I left that room, like walking on a cloud. Amazing. It was wild.
Yeah.
We probably are due for an attunement.
Yeah, we are. We're overdue.
I mean, you got the ocean, you got the waves coming up here. Go down to get that.
Oh my gosh, I love meditating at the beach. Mm-hmm. I can just sit there in the chair and close my eyes. People think I'm asleep, but I am. Oh, you know what I got one time? Is it in here? I don't know if it's in here. I think it's in my room. But the last time I was at the beach, this conch shell rolled up after I just got done meditating, and I was screaming at my husband to go catch it because I couldn't really walk at the time. And he went and got it, and it was a conch shell, and the inside of it is quartz crystals had grown from the ocean inside the conch shell. It was the coolest thing, like the coolest gift from the universe I've ever gotten. But talking about the ocean, sorry, that's speak to my
talking about the conch shell story. Last year I was in the ocean with Angie and RJ, and Angie stepped on something, and she thought she stepped on a crab, and then she was like feeling it with her foot. She's like, reached down and grabbed it. So I reached down and grabbed it. It was a whole conch shell, like a big
like a
one.
full one.
Yeah, like you'd find like in a gift shop. Like somebody just dropped it, and it was pretty amazing that we were able to find something like that. Let's see. Got to give a shout out to somebody here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See, off subject, but just wanted to shout out my tough daughter Ivy. Yes, Ivy had some surgery today, so we want to give a freaking awesome shout out to Ivy. She
way to go, Ivy.
Yep, she made it through like a champ. Probably did better than I would have done. I would have been
better than me too.
Yes.
God.
So shout out to you, Ivy. Hope you heal well, and hope your parents give you all the ice cream and whatever you want, whatever soft food you need to get you feeling better coming up.
Exactly.
So I know you guys have got some stuff going on tomorrow, so we're not going to keep you on much longer, Kim. They want to give you a chance to tell people how to get in touch with you and maybe take your classes, or do you do readings for people, or is it like on an individual basis? Because my friend Agatha was wondering.
Yeah, I've had a physical office for the past 4 years, and I actually just let that go. So I'm virtual now, but I also still go to virtual through Zoom, and it's recorded. And everyone always asks, is it the same connection, like if in person or in Zoom or virtual? And it absolutely is. But I'm also at Belgrove throughout the year doing readings there. But my website is www.kimsage.info. And on there is like everything, all my services, classes coming up, and stuff with Belgrove too. So, and we're doing our next lockdown is, when is our next lockdown? In November?
It's in November.
November 15th, I think.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. So we have our next and last for the year.
Yeah.
FPRI lockdown at Belgrove on the 15th of November.
I could try to come out for that.
Yeah, come.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Come.
That would be fun. Well, Kim, thank you so much for coming on and joining us this evening.
Especially it's always fun.
Well, I'm glad you had a good time, especially right before vacation. I know it's exciting. You're going to be going to the beach tomorrow, so I know you guys are going to have a lot of fun. But I won't keep you from your packing anymore.
I'm gonna go get my stuff out of the dryer.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's where mine is in the dryer right now.
Yeah, just roll it up. I don't even care at this point. We're going to the beach.
That's right. They have stores there. I can buy shirts and stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure your house is a washing machine or place to do your laundry anyway, so you should be good to go.
Yeah.
Hope you guys have a safe trip, and we'll have you on again because there's a lot more stuff I want to talk to you about.
Yes, because I have so much more I want to talk about too. I'm going down rabbit holes of reincarnation and like the afterlife, and I just did this hypnosis thing. So yeah, we have so much more to talk about.
We will definitely get you on next year for sure.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Thank you so much, and we'll talk. Have a safe trip, and look forward to seeing the pictures and stuff. And enjoy the beach therapy.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good one.
Bye. See you in the morning.
Bye. Well, that was fun. I enjoyed that conversation. I always do. I always enjoy our conversations we have on the show.
There's some great questions in chat, so thank y'all for
yes. Thank you so much.
Active in there for us.
Yeah, we definitely enjoy your questions and seeing your conversation and you guys being a part of the show.
Yes.
And
Definitely.
yeah, I'm definitely not going to do another show before this one because my voice is like killing me right now.
I noticed that when you first started that you were a little hoarse.
Yeah, it's getting worse. But I want to talk about what we have coming up here in September.
Woo-hoo.
We've got a lot of cool guests coming up here. September 2nd, we have Broken Wings Paranormal.
Nice.
September 9th, we have Astral Light Paranormal. September 16th, Paranormal Theory comes back.
Yay!
Super excited to see them. September 23rd, we have Rachel Krebs Tressler from Sinister Sisters.
Rachel.
Yes, from Paranormal. They were at the Cabin Con.
Yes.
And September 30th, we have Kalyan Hari Traveler.
Okay.
Coming on the show. And October 7th, we have EVP coming back. EVP Paranormal coming back to give us their paranormal evidence. And October 14th, we have Nisa from Nisa's Corner. We're going to talk about Dungeons and Dragons.
Nice.
On that day. And then October 21st, Tiffany Jones from Transcend Paranormal.
Nice.
Is going to be joining us on the show. So we have lots of good shows.
I can't believe it's going to be like we're talking about October. Like what?
I know.
Wasn't it just May?
Yeah.
Wasn't it just Cabin Con? Like what on earth?
Or we're talking about beginning of the summer, June shows. It's crazy how fast time flies.
It is crazy.
But speaking of time flying, just showing by fast. And I know you've got a lot of stuff you need to get done.
I need to wrap some stuff up or at least go to bed so I can get up early and wrap stuff up.
Just think this time next week we'll be back. You'll be.
It'll be like vacation never happened by then.
Yeah. You'll feel nice and relaxed.
Yes.
And you'll be ready to talk to Broken Wings Paranormal. Same freaking awesome time.
Same freaking awesome show.
See you next week.
Thank you, everyone.